Shalom. I want to give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakar Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, double honors to the elders of great millstones. Salutations to Joachim that are teaching the truth and sincerity across the four corners of the earth. I'm your brother Kabash, and I'm here with the hope for to find less through the spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And in this lesson, I'm going to get into, this wicked day that Jake is participating in, and allowing their children to participate in it. Because, Jake be going to these Halloween parties and a lot of Jake to have children too. So, Jake is literally, writing off their life to the Lord when they commit acts like this. And they continually to go into these festivities that America allows the people to interact in. But the Lord is literally judging you, Jakes, man. Hell, he judged us when we was in the world, when we did these things. How much more, those that are still out there and, in the world that haven't heard the calling of the Heavenly Father through his son, Yahweh Shai. This is the reason why children are being poisoned, kidnapped, human trafficking, in particular, you so-called Negroes, so-called Latinos, and so-called Native American Indians, you so-called minorities, you are the 12 tribes of Israel. And when you don't do according to the Lord's laws, statutes, and commandments, which I'm about to read, then the Lord is going to destroy you. Now, the Lord does have mercy. He does have tremendous mercy. But at the same time, you don't know how far that mercy will go. So, to Jakes, the Lord is judging you, having you to lose your home or get caught in a house fire, car wreck, your own family murder you, you end up sick, stray bullet hit you, etc., etc. On down the line, you got to think about this. What is the end of all this? Because you live day to day, but that doesn't, give you full, sufficient happiness that you really supposed to know about. We're supposed to live forever. But the Most High hasn't carried that out yet until his son comes back and save the hopefully elect. Because we're supposed to have been had it since the beginning of time. But, the Heavenly Father allowed Adam and Eve to sin, to fall. Which that's a whole nother topic within itself. But it's still within the same line of credit with, our people just going off. That relentless root, that wicked heart. Plus we in captivity. So, this wicked day that Jake is celebrating, they thinking that it's a relief, but it's not. Us committing to the high holy days is a relief. Not no 4th of July because you can cook barbecue and whatnot, chill and shoot dice. Nah, man. The high holy days is the relief for you, Jakes. Those are the days you're supposed to be celebrating. And you're celebrating to a higher cause. Esau is celebrating the day of death, the day of our downfall. The 4th of July, Independence Day, we was just coming out of slavery. We was forced into his army to fight against the British, in that Revolutionary War. So, like the Lord said in Hosea chapter 4, verse 6, my people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. The lack of what knowledge? Well, it's truth. It's Deuteronomy chapter 32, it's like Deuteronomy chapter 13, verse 6. No, I'm going to go up a verse. That's what I meant to say, verse 3. Thou should not hearken unto the words of that prophet. It's like it. Yeah, I'm going to stay right here, verse 3. Deuteronomy chapter 13, verse 3. Thou shalt not hearken unto the words of that prophet or that dreamer of dreams. For the Lord your power proveth you to know whether ye love the Lord your power with all your heart, with all your soul. Verse 4. Ye shall walk after the Lord your power, and fear him, and keep his commandments, and obey his voice, and ye shall serve him and cleave unto him. So going back to verse 3, it was talking about, in the beginning of the chapter, about the prophet that prophesied dreams, what they had, but it literally wasn't by the Lord, because the Lord's prophets, you would know. The Lord goes according to the season. If it ain't nothing happening in, kingdom, and a false prophet tell us to go and fight with these people over here because they sent something, but it wasn't by the Lord. Because how the Lord does it is that he'll give us an honest warning. Plus the Lord goes by whether we transgress his laws or whatnot. That's the only time the Lord will allow a nation to come up against. It's fine. So it goes to prove that Jake out here listening to these people in the world, which, that Halloween trick-or-treating goes back, particularly in America. Jake started copying off Esau, man. Esau was doing that trick-or-treat. They got it all in their 1950 shows and whatnot, dressing up in costumes. All of that is Esau way of doing, and you followed him because you thought that it was a good thing, but it's not. It's a wicked thing. This is Deuteronomy chapter 13, verse 6. If thy brother, the son of thy mother, or thy son or thy daughter, or the wife of thy bosom, or thy friend, which is as thy own soul, entice thee secretly, saying, let us go and serve other gods, which thou hast not known, thou nor thy fathers, namely of the powers of the people which are round about you. See? So the Lord said, if anybody come up to you, your family, friends, whoever, and tell you to worship any other gods, because right now, like I said, we're in the captivity of Esau and these other nations, and, they don't even have to put a whip to Jake no more to make them serve their gods or do what they want them to do. All they did was set a day for niggas to go off, and niggas do that exact thing that, E set out for the people to do. But like the Lord said in the book of Kings with King Ahab, 2 Kings, going into how 7,000 men that were serving the Lord did not bow down their knee to Baal, the god of Jezebel, which was King Ahab. No, Salaki, it was 1 Kings. When King Ahab came upon the scene, not 2 Kings, Salaki. But yeah, the same thing is in these times. You have the hopefully let that's not bowing down to whatever idol that the rest of Israel is worshiping. Why? Because the Spirit of the Lord is on us. And it says right here, verse 7. I'm going to start in verse 6 again. Deuteronomy chapter 13, verse 6. If thy brother, the son of thy mother, or thy son, or thy daughter, or thy wife of thy bosom, or thy friend, which is as thy own soul, entice thee secretly, saying, let us go and serve other gods, which thou hast not known, thou nor thy fathers. Have we ever known this holiday, Halloween? No. All niggas know is they get free candy and then go to a party. But other than that, no. Jake don't know these guys. It says right here, verse 7, namely of the gods of the people which are round about you, nigh unto them, it's like a nigh unto thee, which that witchcraft came from the Chaldeans. And the Lord said, suffer not a witch to live. This demonic holiday, man, the Lord is marking your children, whether of severe punishment or death, man. Like, that's what the Lord is doing right now. If you ever come across a good thought, you better hope the Lord make you think like, why the hell am I doing this wicked shit? I mean, because literally, that's how Jake get judged, get put to death, because of the sins that they're not maintaining. Namely of the gods of the people which are round about you, nigh unto thee, or far off from thee, from the one end of the earth, even unto the other end of the earth. Thou should not consent unto him, nor hearken unto him, neither shall thy eye pity him, neither shall thou spare, neither should thou conceal him. Whoever tells you to go off, you should really just mark that man or that woman or that child. Don't really mark the person that's, telling you to go off. Because, we do teach our children so they can, mark off students, which, they go to school, they ain't got no choice but to participate in, just getting candy or whatnot, because teachers make them do it. But other than that, we know through the Spirit that the Spirit of the Lord is with us. It says right here, which we can't do now, nothing is expedient according to this doctrine, but at the same time, this is how we do it spiritually, because our warfare is not carnal, but it's spiritually. So we mark those people that's continually being in the world, and, let the filthy stay filthy still, and let the righteous stay righteous still. We continue in righteousness to the Lord, plead our cause, and then, we wearing crowns of life. Verse 9. But thou shalt surely kill him. Thy hand should be first upon him to put him to death, and afterwards the hand of all the people. And thou shalt stone him with stones, that he die, because he has sought to thrust thee away from the Lord thy power. See, Jake, you doing this, you being far away from your Lord. All those cravings that you got in life, the benefits that you got in life, the Lord created that, in a righteous sense, not if, you committing wickedness, to the point of no return. But the Lord gave you those things in life to have. And while he still give you those benefits, yet you still so far away from him. So Satan can easily come and take whatever that the Lord gave you, which is ultimately your soul. Now it says right here, verse 9, but thou shalt surely kill him. Thy hand should be first up upon him to put him to death, and afterwards the hand of all the people. And thou shalt stone him with stones, that he die, because he has sought to thrust thee away from the Lord thy power, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt from the house of bondage. And all Israel shall hear and fear, and shall do no more any such wickedness as this is among you. If thou shalt hear say in one of thy cities which the Lord thy power hath given thee to dwell there, saying, certain men, the children of Belial, are gone out from you, and have withdrawn the inhabitants of their city, saying, let us go and serve the God. Salaki. So yeah, that's basically it. Now I'm gonna go to Baruch chapter 4, verse 1. Then I'm pretty much wrap it up. This is Baruch chapter 4, verse 1. This is the book of the commandments of Yahweh, which is this whole Bible. You know, this book is in the Apocrypha, which is in the 1611 King James Version, which has the Apocrypha in it, which is the whole book, is a part of the Bible. And the law that endure forever, all they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die. So when you get away from Halloween and all that, wickedness that's not of the Lord's high holy days, and et cetera, then you will be in the Lord's good grace. Like Noah when he flooded the earth. Just imagine nothing but lightning and hurricanes and all type of storms going on just to flood the earth. But the Lord saved you out of it. Now the Lord, this time when he comes back to judge the earth, he's going to judge it with fire. But he's going to save those that come to life, which are these scriptures. But such as leave it should die. So such as leave it should die. You're going to end up in that lake of fire. Like it says in Revelation chapter 14. This is if you're still here to the end when the Lord comes back. Because he's coming back in our lifetime. No matter what. Verse 2, turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it. Walk in the presence of the light thereof, that thou mayest be illuminated. So with that, I'm going to say shalom.